We are not live. No, I'm just kidding. We're live. Of course we're live.
Uh,
We're always live. Are you kidding me? It's the West Coast Draft Podcast.
West
It's
Coast
Rob
Draft
joking.
Podcast has been recorded in front of a live studio audience. We
Or
gotta
we
get
got
some.
four
We gotta get
people.
some sound effects, like a
Oh yeah, we gotta
ooh, or
get
ooh.
that'll be a good addition, I think. Get a soundboard or something. Yeah, we should do that. We should do something like that. But
Sitcom
um
soundboard, though.
we have some college football to talk about. I know we talked about college football a little bit on the NFL pod last week just because of when it came out, but we got more to talk about. We're of course going to keep talking um USC UW, which
Oh
we
yes,
definitely touched on last week.
we touched on
But
quite a bit because
it's
we had just came off of it.
yep. So we'll touch on that. We're also going to, of course, about talk about every other college football game.
hmm
Even talk a little bit about the new college football playoff rankings, which came out
Oh yeah,
this afternoon or this early evening if you're here with me on Mountain Time, which I
this has
don't
just
love.
been such a fun college season, which is nice because the NFL season's been trash. But it's been a really fun college season so far. This is just probably the craziest one since '07, and not like upside wise, but just wide openness, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, parody this year's insane. Parody this year's amazing. So we love that. We love that. The college football chaos. And it's the last year of the Pac-12. No better year for the rest of the country
Oh
to go into
man,
complete
this is
chaos.
so much fun. Dude, this year Pac-12 is so much fun and they're killing it off.
And even the
Looking
school.
USC. It wasn't even UCLA did nothing for it though. That's the thing. Their salary are like, like the small fish on the shark, like the
Mm-hmm.
remora. That's what
Mm-hmm.
UCLA is on this.
For to the USC
But yeah,
leaving.
UCLA doesn't like UW and Oregon probably deserve to go. UCLA does not deserve to go with us. I'd choose a different team to be honest. I'd rather like Stanford go.
They're yeah, I think I would too, honestly. But they're still an LA
Hmm.
school, so they get the USC. And there's no way they're gonna break up USC and UCLA. So
No, they don't want to let the LA market be up for grabs for anyone.
yep. Exactly. And plus they don't want to bet wrong if you get a year where UCLA is just so much better
You're
than
never
USC.
gonna bet wrong between UCLA and USC. I'm sorry.
You never know, man.
If
You
you're
never know.
talking long run, I don't care about
No, no,
one
yeah,
off
not
here.
long run, but I mean some every year
Yeah.
things fluctuate. Shoot, man. They play in 2 weeks. We'll see.
Let's bust out those CFP rankings.
Yeah, let's do it. I didn't actually have them open here, but CFP rankings
There's a
on the
new
official
appeal
website.
for the James Madison Dukes to go to be bowl eligible. We'll see what happens.
Look at this little presentation. Look at this little thing. Um,
Can't put lipstick on a pig. It still sucks. They still messed it up again.
explain.
Um, UW and Florida State should be switched. It makes no sense. We'll get to there. We'll go up, but that one is just ridiculous. I'm sorry. What's the criteria here? If you want to say UW struggled against two teams, guess what? Florida State has two.
That's true. But it
I'd
was
say
earlier in the season, so
they
short
struggled
term
against
memory.
Pitt.
They won like 24-7.
It was 10-7 at the end of the third.
That's true. It was. It was. They pulled ahead late, but um,
And they had a little touchback fumble. Pitt, they could have scored more. That's going right into the negative thought jar.
um, that's fair. That's fair. Um, other takeaways here.
Tulane, Iowa's back, baby. They're gonna win the Big Ten West.
Our Wildcats. Our or my at least U of A.
I
Arizona
like them. I
Wildcats.
like them. Yeah, they deserve to be there for sure.
I love them. I
Um,
love them, man.
I think Ole Miss is gonna blow it. They're not gonna be Bama.
Oh no, no, for sure. Well,
They
they already
shouldn't be
lost to
ranked
Bama,
nine.
so
Or they're gonna lose to Georgia. They're gonna get killed.
Oh yeah, 100% they will. That's not even going to be competitive.
Look at
Um,
Oklahoma State ranked 15, and we thought the wheels were coming off, and they
we
won a
were
bedlam.
absolutely clowning them, and they're back, baby. Shoot, man, they might
What
finish in the
the
top
hell?
10 at the rate they're going. They could
What
win
the
the Big
hell
10 or Big
happened?
12.
Yeah, no, they're
They,
in the driver's seat for a Big 12 playoff spot or
yeah, or a
championship
Big
spot.
12 championship berth, and if
Yeah,
they can
they're
beat
in the
Texas,
driver's seat for it right now. No, they
it's
don't play Texas. They
no,
play
I'm
their
saying, but if they
last
play beat Texas in the Big 12 championship, they're
their
Big 12
last four,
champs.
you know who their last four games are against? Last three?
Too.
Three Big 12 newcomers.
Oh, so
They're
they're
winning
gonna go
out.
undefeated. Yeah.
And Ollie
So
Gordon's probably gonna be in New York.
yeah, there you go. Good job, Cowboys. Shoot, that's what I'm saying. If they win the Big 12, they'll be in the top 10 of the last CFP ranks.
Shout out to them though. They won their last bedlam, took down the goalposts.
Yeah, they
You
did.
see it going through a Wendy's drive-through.
Oklahoma, man, they've been getting goalposts abused the past couple weeks.
Yeah. Yep.
If you're playing a home game against Oklahoma, tape down the
We
goalposts.
should
That's
have
all I'll
taken
say.
down the goalpost for Oregon.
I don't know,
The
man.
goalpost that he missed. The goalpost that he missed at.
I don't like taking down goalposts unless it's a big upset. Oklahoma
Yeah,
State
unless
beating
you
Oklahoma
can't you
is
can't take you can't take down a if you're a upper, we're not a blue blood, but we're the step below. There's basically no circumstance unless you beat the number one team to take them down, probably.
yeah, big upsets. Yes, like if we beat Ohio State, I know we don't play Ohio State at home for a few years, but if there's a year where we're like in the 20s and Ohio State's like 2 or 3 or 1, and we beat them at home, take down the goalposts. Oh
Take
yeah,
down the goalpost. And it's not hard to get those into the water from here.
exactly. But if it's like like the Oregon game was 5 versus 6 or 6 versus was set no, it was 7 versus 8. Don't take the crown goalpost for
Notre Dame
that. I
shouldn't
don't
still be
even.
ranked. Notre Dame shouldn't still be ranked.
Oh no, no.
I can't believe
Although three
Utah is.
lost.
They corrected Utah. I think they had them like 10 in the AP or 11. I was like way too high.
Yeah. Although they're 3 losses. I mean, Arizona's also got 3 losses, but 2 of Arizona's 3 losses were to quality opponents.
Hmm.
And Mississippi State was only because they were still starting Delora. If they'd started Fafita, they would have won.
I think I think putting Ohio State over Georgia was also bad with how Notre Dame looked. And Georgia beating they got bailed out pretty hard, but
Mm-hmm.
I think you should switch those two right there.
Yeah, they beat a
Something
good
breaking,
Missouri team. What's that?
something breaking news a couple minutes ago, or maybe not, but it got sent to me a couple minutes ago. But Blake Corum was supposedly like had his name on Connor Stallion's business records in Wyoming. What is going on here?
Very
I don't know
interesting.
if it was his like weird Facebook uh business. I don't know what was up with that.
Connor Stallions, man.
Okay,
Plus,
okay. Yep, nope. It's not fake. It's totally real because there's an Instagram post that Blake Corn posted with the business name. Yeah.
no. Oh no.
What the hell is going on here?
Oh no, Blake. What have you done?
Does he still play for them or did he
Yeah, he's
is
still
he
on
in
the
the
team.
league? He's on the
No,
team. I always
he's still
mix
on
up
the
the
team.
names. I mix up the names of some of their running backs.
That's fair.
Hassan Haskins was who I was thinking of. Who's in the
Yeah.
NFL.
Yeah, Haskins been
Um,
going well.
and then like all the mess coming out of the Big Ten, they like are shown they conspired against us. Yeah, they can share information. They didn't in person scout you. You're missing the point. And now they're gonna like we're gonna sue the Big Ten. It's like, well, you're a willing participant, so you can't actually. It's gonna get thrown out the instant you. I hate how I know so much legal crap now because this season, both in the Pac-12 stuff and the Big Michigan stuff, so stupid. Uh, if I was Michigan, I'd just fire Harbaugh because that's what they want. That's what they want. Get them
And the
what they
Raiders
want.
will hire him, so
Fire Harbaugh, and they'll let you play in the Natty. That's the pound of flesh. Elevate should run more
they won't
or
get to the natty. They
Minter.
won't get to, they'd have to beat Ohio State either way. So
Hmm.
and the CFP loves
Well,
them some
I think
Buckeyes.
Michigan's a better team than Ohio State right now.
Oh, I think so too. But they committee does love them some Buckeyes. So,
It's so stupid. It's different criteria for different spots. It's maddeningly inconsistent. You know, it's
mhm,
Ohio State, good resume. Oh, UW, you beat our number 6 ranked team. You're out looking in right now. It's
mhm.
like they criticize Michigan for not having played. It's so stupid. It makes
Yeah, I mean,
zero
like
sense.
looking at this. So Ohio State's top 25 wins are number 10, number
I think
20.
I think Penn State's number 10 right now because they want that matchup between Michigan this weekend to be a
Did
top 10
Ohio
rank.
State play Iowa?
No,
I don't think they did. No. Yeah. So it's number 10, number 20. UW's top 25 wins, number 6, number
I think
21.
USC should still be ranked, but that's better. 6 and 21 is better,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It definitely is. Definitely is.
and
And
against
21 was on the
USC
road
and against USC.
and against USC. He's probably like just on the outside looking in.
I don't think UNC should be ranked right now.
Who's
Sure, they're
Georgia's
seven
top
and two,
25 wins?
but Virginia and Georgia Tech, like, are you kidding me? That's bad.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Georgia's top 25 wins.
Missouri, that's
Tennessee.
it.
Is it
Oh,
Missouri?
Tennessee.
Have they played Tennessee? Yeah, they beat Tennessee, I think, right? If I know, I feel like I remember
Georgia,
them.
I don't know if they have, but you might be right.
I
I
feel
don't
like I
remember.
remember them beating Tennessee. No, they haven't played them. Never mind. They don't play for a couple more weeks. Okay, so yeah, it's just Missouri right now,
And Michigan's
unless
played
there's.
nobody. But if you're going to use that criteria for deciding the top three, UW should be in at least at 4.
Yeah, Florida State wouldn't be in at all because they, other than LSU, they have. Yeah, their only ranked game is 19, I think, unless I'm missing one. They didn't. Yeah, they didn't play North Carolina.
They're putting so much stock into those two close games. It's
Florida State,
ridiculous.
Louisville, and North Carolina. Yeah, those are the only three ranked teams in the ACC, and Florida
And
State
guess
hasn't played
what?
any of them.
They don't even have to play half of them.
Yep, it's true. That's true.
If there's enough undefeateds, Florida State should be out.
I mean, there won't be because
No, there never
Ohio
is.
State and Michigan play each other. So,
That's true.
um,
It's just frustrating. It's stupid. It makes zero sense.
well, you win out, you're in. I mean, literally,
And
that's the thing. UW still does control their own destiny. If they win
oh
out,
yeah.
they're in because
Yep.
Ohio State and Michigan are going to play each other one way or the other.
Yeah, it's just stupid not to get the respect that we deserve here.
Doesn't matter about the respect
It's
on November
and it's a
7th.
stupid process. There's an interesting did you ever end up watching the video from Leach I
The Mike
sent you
Leach video. Yeah, I did.
about the
Yeah.
CFP? It's like, let's have a committee. Well, who's on the committee? Well, let's go me and my friends so we can have nice dinners at nice hotels and talk
Mhm.
about things. It's like rest in peace. He had that one right. You know what one Mike Leach did not have right though?
What's that?
Calling Dylan Johnson soft.
True. True.
All right, let's
Honestly,
get
it's
into
right.
this
Honestly,
slate.
the computer. I mean, the computer part of the BCS was never the problem. It was
No,
just the fact that it
it
was only
wasn't big
one to
enough.
two. It wasn't big
Yes.
enough. Yeah, you can do a playoff with one
Yeah,
through
no, the
four.
B like people I really do appreciate the BCS a bit more after the CFP thing because
Mm-hmm.
and I get the important thing to say, like, oh, it's important to have a human element to it. It's like, yeah, I guess, but not when they're stupid idiots who don't know anything about
Mm-hmm.
football. They're
Yeah,
athletic directors.
yeah. They're business people. They're not football wizards. They're not analysts. They need
There's,
to.
there's no one that you can get there. It's important to have a human element, but there's no one that you can get there that's either good enough or unbiased because you're
Mhm.
either one of the two or
What they
both.
should do is to make sure there's a completely unbiased element to. Actually, I guess there's no way ever make something completely unbiased, but get the 32 NFL GMs to put together the CFP
That's
top
fun. I
25
like that. I like
because they're
that.
already watching prospects, so they
Yeah,
know
that's
who's
fun.
good and who's not.
That's a fun idea. I like that.
Yeah.
Um, you know, and what sucks about like the mix between biased and capable or unbiased and capable, so we have the worst of both because it's athletic directors at schools. So
Yeah.
people that
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know ball
They're
who are
biased and
biased.
incapable. Yep.
Yeah, it's we have the worst of both. And they get to go to a fancy hotel every week, It's
Mm-hmm.
just so stupid. We can,
I would love to be on the playoff
Progress
committee,
in
honestly.
progress
It's a
in.
great gig. I mean,
Oh yeah,
it
we'd love it.
sucks. It sucks
We'd
for
love it. It'll be. This is
CFP or
basically
CF.
what they do. What they do is what we're doing right now.
Yeah, just talking ball. But they get to do it in a fancy hotel. They don't do it on Zoom.
With fancy food and all sorts of goodies. Um, Man, that could be us. Give us the keys to something.
Give us the keys. Make the West Coast Draft podcast the top 25. We make the CFP playoff. Honestly, though, like okay,
We
kind of on
couldn't
that
do that
topic
much
though.
worse. We couldn't do that much worse.
No, no, we could not. I'm trying to
Right, if
think.
it
I
was
mean,
me, Western Kentucky would be #1 right now.
your top 20, your top four would be Western Kentucky, Syracuse, Tulane,
Tulane,
and
who's and
You'd
UW.
put UW, you'd put UW in there. Yeah,
Yep, it would be.
UW would walk to a championship. But hey, man,
Yes.
um, well, you get three little guys and a good boy, and that's what matters.
That's all that matters. That's an all-time views machine right there.
Yeah, trying to think.
Um,
Who would my top 25 be? I do U of A, of course. Obviously, I
okay.
do UW. I do U of A. I do Michigan because it'd be so fucking funny. Um, and he's just like a chaos team.
Who has Iowa? Put in Iowa.
Oh, I would love Iowa. Do I want? I don't know because I want some. I want a team that Michigan will lose to in round one,
Oh, okay.
but like a team, like a TCU type team that they could legitimately lose to in round one. Kansas.
Oh, that's fun. Go Lance.
I want Kansas, Michigan, and I want a U of A, UW rematch in round one. I don't care who wins from there because either way, either UW's in the national championship or my Wildcats are in the national championship.
Hmm.
And I know Kansas is gonna be Michigan because that'd be so funny. Actually, do I want Kansas or do I want Oklahoma State? Because Kansas is the historic meme, but Oklahoma State was like a meme like this time a month ago.
Hmm.
It's one of
I'd
those
do
two.
Kansas. Give Kansas a shot.
That's true. That's true. You're right.
Hmm.
You're right.
I mean, in the 12-team playoff format, they got a shot at the at making the playoffs.
They do. They do. That'll be interesting. Starting next year. Next year. But anyways, we got some college football games to talk about. Not much to talk about on these weekday games, unless you're seeing something that I'm missing.
What a fall TCU has had. They lost to
Oh,
Texas Tech on a
yeah,
Thursday.
TCU, man. What I mean, just the 2022 Rams.
Yeah, that's a good
Only at
one.
least the Rams won it. They've
And
fallen, and
and
we knew they were gonna fall from grace because they literally lost
lost
everyone to the draft.
everybody.
But man,
I mean,
it's
they
been
had a
tough.
they had a triplets going on last year that was really good too.
Mhm. Yeah, and it doesn't get any easier because they got Texas and Oklahoma. It's two of their last three, and they got the rivalry with Baylor as the only other third one. So there you go. Um, let's see. Duke beat
Oh,
Wake
and
Forest.
BC Syracuse. I could see Jeff Hafley moving up this offseason. A former Ohio State guy.
Mhm.
BC's tough job. He can do better than that.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure, for sure.
They're especially if they went out. I think they're up to 6 or 5.
Yeah, they're 6-3. I mean, one of
They're
their wins
bowl
was against
eligible.
Holy Cross. Man, they started 1-3 and they're undefeated since then. Yeah, they're bowl
Virginia Tech, Pitt, and
eligible.
Miami. That's not.
They're bowl eligible. They took Florida
I
State down
see
to the
2-1.
wire.
They're going 2-1, I think.
Oh yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Yeah, the only loss will probably be Miami there. And even that's at home, so they could win. Boston in late November. Is that where Miami wants to be playing?
Yeah, that probably not.
Could be 3-0.
Especially if they don't kneel.
Especially if they don't
What
know.
the fuck are we doing?
Yeah. And Wyoming continues their march. There you go. Go Cowboys. Not the Dallas ones though. We'll talk about them on the Thursday pod, but we're looking forward to Saturday now. some good games, some fun games.
It was a good. It was we were hyping it up as a really good slate, and it delivered. It was an
what was
awesome.
my big domed upset of the week? I remember you said Rutgers was beating Ohio State. I
I
remember that
had
was
two, and you
yours.
had one. Yours was that Florida State was going down to Pitt.
Oh man, I was close on that
Both of
one,
us were
dude.
close. Both of us were close on
Yeah,
our on one
Rutgers
of
Ohio
ours.
State was a lot closer than that score says it was.
If
Let's
they
be
had
fair.
a competent quarterback, they would have won that game.
Hmm.
Because he missed like a wide open dude on a throw. That fumble Ruski was fun.
Yeah,
Did you see that on
I
a
did.
tush
I
push?
did.
I've
Oh
been
yeah.
saying for a minute, you're gonna get some like old single wing variations on tush pushes, and we've been seeing a couple now.
Yep. So Ohio State again. I know the score
Survives.
doesn't seem like it's seen. They survived Rutgers.
That Rutgers running back is really good.
Mhm.
Mona, Mo,
Yeah.
uh, Monin guy.
Guy, yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah.
Mizzou kind of got hosed.
Mizzou, I mean, Mizzou hung with UGA though. Like this was again, I know it's multi-score, but
They
they were
got
right there
they
with
got
it.
fucked over by the refs. They got some
Hmm.
tough roughing. Eli Drinkwitz was pissed.
As he should be, man. I mean, that's his playoff hopes going up in
They're gonna
smoke.
be a force next year because they still got
No,
Burden for another year unless he
yeah,
transfers out. But he's a local boy, so I don't think so.
yeah. Cook was cooking for little bits of this game too. Obviously, he had the pick to Stackhouse, which is ugly, but there were some other throws and plays he was making that he was like, okay, Mizzou might have
Hmm.
something here. So
Yeah, no, that bomb to Luther Burden, they got a great connection.
yeah. Michigan rolled Purdue. Not too much
Unfortunately,
surprise.
no spoiler maker because it
No
wasn't at
spoiler
home.
maker. Yeah, they knew the place. So, um, Florida State again.
Survived the scare. That was closer than
Survived Pitt.
people say.
Pitt's cursed though. To be fair, Pitt is cursed.
After you pooped uh in the bad thoughts jar.
I took a shit in the bad thoughts jar. It's been all downhill for them from Pitt. That's my bad. That's my bad. I was hoping it would carry over to the
Two and
Steelers.
seven. Oh,
Yeah, I was hoping it would affect the Steelers. It has not. Maybe soon. It's affected their offense, kind of.
it might. I think they can beat Syracuse.
Yeah, they could beat Syracuse. Yeah, they're
They're
not
not
beating.
beating BC or Duke.
Yeah, they're not beating BC or Duke. But although again, BC is at home and Pitt is cursed. So,
Hmm.
um, there you go. Do we want to save
Probably the most
UW
exciting
USC
game. We'll save it. We'll
or
save it.
we'll save it? Okay.
Most exciting game of the
Oregon.
week, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Oregon rolled them.
Yep. Not too much surprise.
They're
Texas.
like one thing to say about that,
Oh,
though, is
sorry.
like
Okay.
a bunch of Texas fans are like, "This is Bo Nix's Heisman moment," and it's like he like juked someone really good, but then threw a 15-yard pass.
I mean, yeah, I saw your tweet, so that wasn't a check down.
I know, but it fits the narrative. And in the grand
It's
scheme
fair.
of things, it technically is if there was a deep pass.
That's fair. That's fair. Um, Texas escaping Kansas State. They almost blew it. They were up big at one point in this game. They almost blew it.
Their kicker,
Yeah,
laces out.
laces out. And also, too, did you see the extra point? I mean,
Yeah,
the
no,
extra point after
that
it
was
literally
bad.
the hit the holder in the face mask. Like, how do you do that, man? Like,
Hey, but the kicker did the right thing though. That's that, that's pretty rare to see that, but he actually took it and went for it.
mhm.
Whereas a lot of them are too incompetent to even do that, or like try to kick it again or something like that.
Yep, that's
Go,
true.
you take and go.
Yeah, that one was on the kicker. So that was on the long snapper and
That was on the
holder.
snapper. That was on the holder probably.
Yeah.
And then the other one was on the holder for
Mm-hmm.
no laces.
No, this is
It's
that.
something
Yeah.
about if kickers see the laces, if something happens to their mind, man. Laces out,
Well,
Dan.
well, the funny thing too is, I mean, you got physical proof that it wasn't the kicker because he makes a clutch field goal. That was a much
Yeah.
deeper field goal than the ones that he was missing, or one he missed, I should say. Yeah, yeah, it's on four, and I think going for it on fourth down. By the way, in overtime, right call.
Right choice. Right call. Right call.
Bad play calls though. Bad place calls leading up to it. You got down
Too
to the
much.
7-yard line, and then
Yeah,
you
there was
got
some bad play
super
calling.
cute, and then you got
Bad.
too
I agree.
cute.
QB power there is not the right call
No,
from that far away.
no,
That defense was reeling too.
they were not playing well. I mean, they literally could have ran it up the gut. So they got to 2nd and 4. You have 4 plays, or no, you have 3 plays. Sorry, from the 4-yard line. Run it up the gut at least once against the defensive line that you've been manhandling for the better part of the fourth quarter. You didn't think to just run it up the gut once out of 3 times? I don't know, man. I was not happy with that. As
Hmm
someone who's hoping to see Texas lose.
I agree. Malik Murphy does not look to be it.
No, he does not. He does not. Get Arch in there. Get Arch in there.
He's not
Um,
ready, and you know it.
no, I know because I want to see him lose. Wait,
Okay.
who's Texas play the rest of the way here? Yeah, 3 more games. Probably a couple of the newbies. Oh no newbies. They got at TC.
Oh
Yeah,
God, cupcakes.
they're
They're
not going to
waltzing.
play anyone until they play OSU or Oklahoma in the Big 12 title game.
I
So,
don't think they should. If they went out, they shouldn't get in. It depends.
well, I mean, because they've got one loss. I mean, obviously depends on how
It depends
UW,
how UW, Michigan,
FSU, Georgia.
Georgia. I think
Georgia has to win
Alabama's
out too.
beating
Georgia
Georgia
has
this
to win
time.
out too. Yeah,
I think they're gonna lose to Bama.
I would put Bama in probably.
They're rolling right now.
They're rolling. Roll Tide. Speaking of Roll
But
Tide,
it's so weird because they don't have that much star power.
they do
I'm still
not.
not convinced on Dallas Turner. Um, but I didn't watch this game because I was watching the Husky game, and
Hmm.
I was at a family engagement, so I couldn't put on the McAfee thing that they were doing, flipping between the games.
Hmm.
So I just watched the Husky game. So, but I checked in on this, and I was close early, but then Tide rolled in the second half. Roll
Hmm.
Tide.
Yeah, it was looking good for LSU. I mean, after the first drive of the second half, they were up 28-21. Didn't score another point the rest of the way. Jane Daniels got hurt.
Hmm
Yeah, it was
Doesn't know how to protect himself. That's the thing
I
about
mean,
Jaden Daniels.
that's and it could have cost him a Heisman potentially. If they won this game, he might have been in the driver's seat over Penix, honestly. But
Yeah,
no,
oh, absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. No, and
not
is
anymore.
he out long term?
I think it was concussion, so not like long term, but like
Another
he'll probably be
game.
out this week. Yeah, probably be out
He's
this week.
he's not winning the Heisman.
No, he's not winning the Heisman anymore. It's over at this point.
I
Which is
think
crazy. He went from driver's seat to not even in contention.
no, yeah, Heisman's fickle. Heisman's very
Yep.
fickle. You got to play basically a perfect season.
Yep. Um, Bedlam, OU, Oklahoma State. I'll say it. OU got jobbed. There's a major pass interference on that last drive. I don't know how they didn't call that, or not the last drive, second to last drive. I don't know how they don't call that on
They're definitely not
Stoops.
getting much of the benefit of the doubt.
They're definitely
Big
not. Don't
12
get me
refs.
wrong, but man, they got Stoops is getting like tackled in the end zone when the ball was
Yeah,
still in the air.
yeah.
How did they not call that? That
That
was
one was pretty
crazy.
bad. That was pretty bad. But you got to overcome the zebras.
They do, and they didn't,
You're a better
and they
team.
didn't.
You're a better team than Oklahoma State, and you're gonna do it.
No, yeah, 2 game losing streak for OU. They seemed like a good shot at the playoff until now they're out of it completely. Um, Oklahoma State, good for you guys.
Turn
The
it
last
around.
bedlam.
Getting
Oh
bragging
yeah.
rights. They're never gonna schedule it again, aren't they? They don't want to give it
Oh,
up.
now OSU's like, screw you guys. Took our trophy and just go home. It's like take your ball and go home. Took your
Yeah.
trophy and went home.
It's crazy that Oklahoma's like, oh, we're not anticipating future bedlam. It's like you have 8 conference games. You can do it.
You
It's
can find
stupid.
him. No, but don't worry. They'll keep scheduling Tulsa every year.
Oh yeah.
But good for Oklahoma
We're not
State.
ones to talk though.
That's true. That's true. Oh yeah, we're gonna say other than I think our two of our 3 out of conferences are already set for next year, I think, right?
We don't have our third. No.
Yeah. Our third will probably
I
be
think
LSU,
Eastern is
honestly.
one of them.
I think so. Well, no,
I
let me
don't know
see.
the other one.
Washington 2024 football schedule. Hopefully it doesn't give me the Commanders. Nope, it did. Yeah, Weber State and Eastern Michigan. and this is not
Woohoo!
the Max
Go
Crosby
Eagles.
Eastern Michigan either. So
Not the
yeah,
old Kalen
we
DeBoer, Eastern Michigan.
no. So let's see, TBA, TBA, TBA. So
Either so
it's gonna be
I
Wazoo in one of these
it
slots.
has to. Where's the bye? You know, that's the question because
Either
Oregon also has a bye at the
23rd, the
23rd.
19th, or the 14th.
I'd love it for the bye to be the 19th,
Yeah.
and put Wazoo there if Oregon State plays. It seems too perfect. It
Yeah.
seems too perfect.
I think there's
Um,
a reason they left that weekend open for both Oregon and UW. It's so
and
they
it's
could
probably
schedule
not
those
for
games.
both fan bases eternal complaining about bye weeks with each other.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been
So,
like, I think you might have seen me say that on Twitter, but the Big Ten is not ready for UW Oregon Twitter bullshit.
oh,
They
it's
are
going to be
not ready.
horrible.
They're gonna hate it.
6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And college football is 14 weeks next year.
It's because of Labor Day.
Yeah, because Labor Day comes early next year. Like it
Hmm.
literally comes on the
So
first,
that's
I
not
think,
even week
or
zero.
second. Yeah, so
Where's
it's
Weber
just a
State
14-week
from?
schedule. They're in Utah, I believe.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, they're in Utah.
I think it
Ogden,
might be
Utah, that's
Weber.
right. That's what I thought it was Weber.
Oh, okay, that was on me.
Yeah. Want to look at USFL feature schedules? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No one wants to look at that.
Have they merged yet?
Um, no, they've announced it's happening. They haven't announced the new name yet, though. So we shall see. Um, so there you go. Yeah, we got two cupcakes.
Hey,
Three if
thank
you
God,
can't
because we're getting a
Wazoo.
new quarterback. If it's Austin Mack,
Yeah, we'll need the ramp up
I
period
think
for sure.
have I told you? But I think Pratt could very well be our
You
next
told yeah,
quarterback. Yeah,
you said on the NFL
Friday,
plan last week.
yeah, or Saturday, yeah.
There you go.
So that wouldn't be too bad. Don't like
A&M.
playing FCS though, but whatever. Um, yeah, that was. You see how that game ended on a block kick? That's why I
I
don't think
didn't
Ole
actually.
Miss,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
ended on a block kick. Barely blocked too. Fingertip and it barely fell no good. Like right in front.
Tough
Ole
for
Miss
A&M.
is gonna get throttled. That
Oh,
is absolute huge SEC bias that they're
mhm.
ranked where they are. I think UW Oregon State will be a top 10 matchup next week. And a lot of rumblings about game day. Herb Street basically said game day is going there.
That'd be fun. It'd be toxic, but it'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to go to it, sadly. The price for tickets there is
Yeah.
absurd right now.
Did you get tickets for the Utah game though?
Oh yeah, I've seen tickets, dog.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I saw they sold out. So I know
Oh
you've
yeah,
been going
I
to
got
pretty much
season
all their home
tickets.
games. So oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I knew that. I knew that. So
I'll go to every
um
home game.
let's go. Let's go. Where are your sheets at? I never asked
Uh,
actually.
217 is my section.
217. Where's that at?
Um, West end zone, above.
Oh, so you're in the upper deck, kind of by the recruiting lounge then.
Yeah. It's the
Okay.
young alumni section.
The young
Ooh,
alumni section. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Okay.
it's
Um,
basically the student section.
yeah, makes sense. Um, moving forward here,
Penn
Penn
State
State,
just killed Maryland. What
Maryland.
happened to Maryland, man? Poor Terps.
They suck. They suck.
Louisville took
The
care of
fun the
business.
fun palindrome score though,
Ooh,
51
that is a
15.
fun palindrome score. I like that.
Um, Another palindrome score actually. I'm just noticing Louisville, Virginia Tech.
Oh,
We got two
it's
in a
that
row.
doesn't count. That doesn't count with single digit score.
Fair. But technically,
Yeah, technically.
but yeah, 34-3 there. Louisville absolutely destroying them. Notre Dame falling again. Clemson still a tough place to play, even in a
Hmm.
down year.
Tyler
But
from
man,
Spartanburg.
I
Yeah,
was
no, I did. I don't know if someone made a meme of this, but I was thinking of it when I saw the score. But you remember the grind day? Where's Lou Holtz? I wanted to see like Davo. Where's Tyler from Spartanburg?
that would have been great. That would have been great. I did take the time to listen to Tyler from Spartanburg last week. That was great. That was great content.
Davo was
Should be
right, but he went way too deep into it.
yeah. I just saw
Jesus
your
could
tweet.
not save.
So not
Could
saving
not
Notre Dame.
save Notre Dame.
Their offense is just horrible. So is Clemson's, to be fair, but it was
Jesus is
just
in the offense though. Same heart. Remember all the pictures of people comparing him to Jesus preseason?
I can see it. I can see it.
I can
He's got
see
that
it.
look.
He's a good looking guy. Oregon State. I said lock. I said it was a lock. It was 9.5 or 16.5 something that Colorado was going to cover, and they did. But guess what?
Yeah, Colorado is a losing blow. It's in
Was like
Oregon.
halved. Huh?
I said other than the Oregon game, Colorado hasn't lost a blowout. I mean, they've all been kind of close,
That's true.
especially at home. I don't
In
know. I
November
never.
at Folsom is why I said that.
Yeah.
But their yardage was halved since they demoted Sean Lewis. Talk is they're going to bring in Byron Leftwich.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
that's not good. That's not good. It's terrible. Um, should bring in Tom Brady while we're at it because he was the one really running that Tampa offense.
Oh, absolutely. He was uh Byron Leftwich was the highest paid fan in the NFL those years.
Honestly, it was as soon as he was gone, or I guess Brady was still there. It's hard to even remember that Brady was actually there in 2022 just because they fell off so hard. But
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, 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 he was
Tennessee
horrible
took
last
care
year.
of UConn.
That's
Stupid that they're playing UConn at this time of year.
good.
So stupid.
Utah absolutely railing
However, I will say
ASU.
this: that
Yeah.
was that they ran that one up
Oh, I'm sure they
late.
did.
They
They
ran that
definitely
one
did.
up pretty late. It was like 30 something to 3. Arrows, I did watch the condensed just to get a feel for how Utah's looking right now. And oh my God, where was this horrible ASU defense against us? There was constant busts everywhere. They were busting. Like it was wide open throws. And Bryson Barnes only threw for 161. And Jaquindon Jackson went down. Utah, they everyone's hurt. It sucks for them.
Mhm.
Defense is still pretty solid. Bourget also went down early in the game, so this was an ugly game.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
not too worried about Utah, to be honest.
No, I'm not either. I'm not either. I mean, look how they look against Oregon, honestly. And that was in SLC.
Bryson, Utah's a very different animal away from Rice Eccles.
yeah.
Fair. I saw a stat. Witt is 2-7 against UW career.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed that actually.
Yeah, and
I
it's
guess
by far the worst.
I can think of three losses, I guess, off the top of my head pretty quickly.
He's
It's
had a
2018
lot.
regular
He lost
season,
to
20
Jimmy.
packed. Yeah, he did lose to
That
Jimmy.
was the
That's what I'm
comeback.
thinking. That's yeah. There's 2018 regular season. There's a 2018 Pac-12 title game, and then there's 2020
We beat him in
Dylan Demo
17
comeback.
and 16.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
you
those
know,
years. I wasn't even good
Witt
for that
looks
time.
great though. You know, he's for how old he is. You know, he's got some great hair.
He's been there freaking forever, man.
He's a
He's
lifer.
still chugging
He's
along.
he's the
He's been
last of
there
them.
forever, and he's still getting talked about as a potential Pac-12 Coach of the Year.
Not this year.
No, he's getting talked about it just because of how. I mean, if they make the Pac, which they probably won't, but if they do
They're
make the
not.
Pac-12 title game, you have to at least think about it for all the injuries that they've had to overcome.
I think both Lanning, DeBoer, and Fish, and maybe even
It
Smith have
should be
done better
Fish.
jobs.
It should be Fish. Let's
If
be
if
real.
if DeBoer goes undefeated, I think you got to give it to DeBoer because there has not been a single undefeated regular season in the entirety of the Pac-12's existence.
Then I guess yeah, you'd have to give it to DeBoer then.
But if DeBoer loses one, give it to Fish. I agree. I think Fish is gonna get some offers, man.
Better not.
That would
Stay
suck if
true
he
to Tucson,
leaves.
man.
That would
Tucson,
suck
baby.
if he leaves, but I think he's gonna get some offers. I think he could be gone.
Nah, man. He's gonna be a Tucson lifer, man. He's gonna be a Tucson lifer. Me and him
I
are
don't
gonna
know.
hang
I don't
out at the
think he
same
has much
bars.
connection to Tucson.
Nah, his connection to Tucson's me, man. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna go to the same
Okay.
bar. Him, and Gronk are gonna be partying it up
That
on
was awesome
Saturday
that
mornings.
Gronk was just hanging. He like led the team on the field or something. It was just doing a bunch of shit there. It's
Dude,
like so
Gronk, it's so
stupid.
funny because people do not associate Gronk with
No,
like the U of A at all. Dude, he is passionate about it apparently. My actually my brother-in-law went to a frat party with him. My brother-in-law went to U of A. He went to a frat party with Gronk once apparently. Apparently,
that's awesome.
I'm so jealous because that's got to be a once in a lifetime experience. Dude, they had an entire like Family Guy episode about partying with Gronk.
Yeah, no,
That's living the
I don't
life
watch
right
this
there.
show very much, but Big
I don't
Brother
either,
had
but
him. Oh, not Family Guy.
oh,
Uh,
fair enough.
so I'm a big Survivor guy, and like
Yeah.
they have Big Brother, which is kind of like the inverse of Survivor.
Yeah.
And they had a season where I pay attention to it a little bit in the summer because that's the big Survivor off season. It's kind of like
Mm,
any port in a storm kind of thing.
mm.
And they had a season where like the theme of the season was like a celebrity would host and like do a takeover every week. And one of them was Gronk, and they were just like
Oh, no.
partied the hell out of that whole week. Like one of the challenges was like gigantic beer pong.
Oh gosh, man. Gronk is
Um,
yeah, me and Gronk are gonna convince Jed Fish to say. So don't you worry about
and
you
then
U of A
another
fans.
Gronk story, two other Gronk things. They had to ban Darude Sandstorm at his high school because him and his brothers would go crazy at like a school assembly if they were playing it, like start breaking things because they liked it so much. And have you ever seen the video of him spiking the Steve Harvey Lego
Oh,
bust?
on New Year's Eve. On New Year's Eve.
That
Oh yeah.
an absolutely plastered Gronk too. That was
And
he's wearing like
Steve
an
was
old
so
school.
pissed.
He's wearing like an old school leather helmet. That is one of my
Okay,
favorite videos out there.
I'm pretty sure it was staged because there's no way Steve Harvey didn't know he was gonna spike a
Get it
Lego
up for
head
me.
of
Get it up
himself.
for me. You
Oh
gotta
man,
see
it was
this.
so funny.
I remember he like says like, "Do you know how hard those brown Legos were to find?" It's so
There we go. This is
stupid.
perfect. The audio probably won't work for you,
What year was
unfortunately.
this?
Um, uh, 2020.
Wow. This what is what unleashed the coronavirus. You got to skip it back a couple seconds because it paused for us.
Oh,
The coronavirus was inside of that. That's how it got exposed. Uh, all-time classic. I'm a big Steve Harvey guy. You ever watch some Judge Steve Harvey?
oh, Steve Harvey's awesome.
Steve Harvey Family Feud is so great. I watch every now and then.
He just said the brown Legos.
You know how hard those brown Legos are to find? Like that.
Yeah, that was awesome. It's funny because Gronk was actually retired at this point, and four
Oh
months later
yeah.
he came out of retirement to play for Tampa. So there you go. This little tidbit. This is a little piece of NFL history. Steve, he Gronk or he Gronked. He spiked Steve Harvey's Lego head while he was retired, and he still came back later. Respect.
Earl
I love
Thomas
Gronk.
kind of ended Gronk's career. Set him on that retirement path. It was that
True.
2016 hit. That is absolutely has to be the hardest Gronk ever got hit.
Yeah.
That one was
However, his NFL career also did last longer than Earl Thomas's.
shit. That's right.
Oh, Earl Thomas did weird things with his brother.
He was a
Okay.
weirdo.
Next,
What are
UCLA.
we on? UCLA.
UCLA
We
falling
called it.
to
We
the
called it. We called it.
Wildcats. Gosh, I love me some
People,
Arizona football, man.
Arizona is 8-1 against the spread. People, but do you believe? Do
Do
you
you
believe
believe?
now?
Who's Arizona playing this week? Oh, they have to go on the road this week. Oh, and it's on Pac-12 Network. Boo. Boo. Put this game on ABC.
They would.
You know you want
How
to.
the mighty have fallen. Colorado's on
Boo.
Pac-12 network.
Put Arizona, Colorado on ABC. That honestly, Georgia Tech, Clemson's on ABC, but we can't put
Oh
Arizona,
God,
Colorado on ABC. That's ridiculous. Get out of here.
that is
Um,
terrible.
that's actually a fun game too. That's way too good of a game for Pac-12 Network. That's ridiculous. Um, Arizona's going to win.
Yeah, they're gonna kill him. You know
Uh,
what matchup I really want to see in that one though? I'm really
yeah,
excited for it. Tedero McMillan versus Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter.
That's
Yeah,
those
as
are
soon as
future
you said
NFL
it, I knew you
matchups.
were going to. Oh, for sure. That's gonna be for two future first round picks. Easily.
Freaky lanky guys. That's
Mhm.
gonna. I want to see a jump ball of those two up there.
Oh, for sure.
You
For
know
sure.
who? Oh, you know a good comp I got.
Yeah,
Um, Travis Hunter is the Dennis Rodman of football.
that's interesting. That's
Not
interesting.
personality, play style. The worm.
Well,
The way that Dennis Rodman got some of those rebounds, how Travis Hunter gets some of those picks, body completely out on the line,
yeah, a
diving.
little bit. A little bit. I can
Yeah,
see it.
I like it. All right, who we got next?
We
Kansas,
got
Iowa State.
Kansas
Close game.
squeaking by Iowa State, but they did win.
Tulane also squeaked by. They're keeping hopes alive. But you know who did not keep hopes alive? Army took it to Air Force in Colorado in November. What happened there, huh?
Hmm. Yeah.
Florida.
Army. Those service academy games are always going to be weird, man.
They're always weird. But Army doesn't even really run the flex bone anymore.
No,
And
they're
Air
going.
Force, you know, I read a good article by some of the triple option people I follow on Twitter. And a lot of them say Air Force is not a triple option school. It's Wing T, and they have packages with triple option, which is interesting. But it follows a prediction I said that Wing T is on its way back, and it's on its way back. It's here,
We're
folks.
back, baby. We're back. Um,
Turns
Arkansas.
out it was not what's his name's it was the OC's problem in Arkansas. Sam Pittman may have saved him another year by
Yep.
firing Enos
Yeah. Got 39 points
in
on a
the
four
swamp.
in the swamp. In the swamp. Went in OT. Big win again for Sam Pittman. Good for him too. Good for him too. It's been a rough year there. Um, that's a good win. 3-6. They need to win out to be bowl eligible. Actually, shoot, even that Western Carolina game is one of those wins. They could win out.
Hmm
No, they're not going to be Missouri. We'll see. Rivalry weekend's weird. Arkansas and Missouri aren't really rivals though, so it barely
It's what
applies.
they set it up when they joined. Well,
Yeah.
when Missouri joined, Arkansas didn't really have a good rival when they joined.
Yeah.
'Cause they left the Southwest. I'm an expert on all history of realignment now
Yeah.
through studying up this off season.
Yeah, it's dumb that LSU. No, one, no, it's dumb. LSU and Arkansas had a built-in
Yeah, they were.
rivalry.
They were. It was the boot.
It was the boot. And Missouri and A&M came together from the Big 12 in the same year. And yet we got Missouri and Arkansas and LSU and A&M. Like,
Don't
no.
like it.
Keep Missouri and A&M
Give
together.
us the boot. Give
Give
us
us
the
the
boot.
boot. That's what I mean. This LSU and Arkansas still play every year, so they still got the boot. But put it on rivalry weekend. That's ridiculous. Get out of here.
We need an official name and trophy for UW and Oregon now, though.
Well, now that it's a rivalry weekend game going forward, yeah,
Yeah,
there probably will be. Um,
and all the fan name suggestions suck. They all suck.
what are they?
I don't know. It's like Cascade Clash, Border War. Border War is like 5 different games are known as the Border
Yeah,
War. People,
call it
come
the
on.
Lewis and Clark Trophy.
I like that. That's a
Huh.
fun one. That's a fun one. I like that one. I
There you
like it.
go.
Good idea. Give us the keys. Give us the keys to
Give
something.
us the keys, honestly, man. Give us the keys.
You pay like marketing companies $10 million for this. We did it in 1 minute, and you could
I would have done it for
pay us
500,000.
$100.
I would have done it for more than $100.
Buy me a beer at
I'm
the
trying.
game.
I'm trying to get a mortgage paid, man. give me 500,000, but I'd still that's still 20 is what you're gonna pay some marketing company probably to
Yeah.
do it. And you don't even need to sponsor it either because you're going to save so much money on it. You don't need
Mm-hmm.
to sponsor. um, so there you go. Michigan State actually won a football game. That's
Yeah,
crazy. I didn't know they knew how to. Um,
Nebraska, man. Wait, no, we skipped Indiana beating
oh
Wisconsin.
yeah. Oh,
Welcome,
I didn't even
welcome
see
to
that.
hell, Luke Fickle.
Oh, Luke Fickle, man. Is it man? I've had Luke Fickle and Cincinnati miss each other so much. Probably it's
Hmm.
like when Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob are singing "This Grill Is Not a Home."
Oh, that's a
That's Luke
great.
Fickle and
That's a
Cincinnati right
great. I
now.
love that song. I love that song.
Oh yeah, that's I bet if Wisconsin fires Fickle, he's got his office still prepped for him back
Yeah,
at
no, he's
UC's
not getting fired. I
campus.
think he's got a pretty pricey contract,
Oh, he got a huge
and
contract.
it's some growing pains because that roster was totally not fit for the dairy raid,
Oh
as they're
yeah.
calling it. And I think they changed their good defense too. It's like, and then like there's some Big Ten West people, they're like, haha, Wisconsin, you're going away from the ground and pound. You got this coming because they've kind of ran the West for 25 years since Barry Alvarez came. After Nebraska kind of went downhill in the late
Mhm.
90s.
Yeah. Yeah, man, Wisconsin's fallen off hard since the early 2010s.
Since they were really not bad in the early 2020s, and then they weren't satisfied and they fired
I
Paul
said
Chryst.
Jonathan Taylor still. Yeah, true.
Braylon Allen had a couple good years too, and now he's in the air raid system.
Yeah,
They should have
that is true.
elevated Jim Leonard. I think they fucked up there. It would have been bright. He would have been way cheaper, but they want to make a splash higher with the new Big Ten, which I can understand. And I think Fickle was sick of waiting for Ohio State, and I don't think it's ever going to end up happening. Uh,
Mhm.
because he had his chance, and I guess they just don't like it.
Yeah, should have just waited at Cincinnati for a little bit longer, honestly, because at least
What
they're
what was
Power
open
Five
though?
now.
What else was open? Oh, I guess yeah. But I mean, Big 12. He was up. He was due to move up. Maybe Sparty instead, but like that's
Maybe.
pretty equal.
Yeah, now it is. Now it is. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Hey, I mean, Sparty's made a CFP. Wisconsin never did.
Cincinnati made a CFP. Wisconsin
Ah,
never did.
it took so many fluke stuff to happen though for Cincy to make it. People forget that. It took so many things to go right for Cincy to be, and the biggest reason, the biggest reason why Cincy made it wasn't because they were undefeated, wasn't because any of that other stuff. It's because they played and beat Notre Dame.
Yeah, no, they did.
That was the only reason they made it.
Yeah,
Um,
credit where credit's due for that.
no, it's a big deal, but there's been other undefeated group of fives.
UCF, famously.
Yeah, and at the CFP.
No, they did
Um,
not.
Jacksonville State had South Carolina on the ropes.
Jacksonville State's a good squad.
And they
Jacksonville
aren't bowl
State's,
eligible.
and they're not
Bullshit.
bowl eligible.
Guess
Xavier
what?
Leggett's going to be a fun guy to talk about come the draft. I feel like him and
Who
Rattler,
is?
fun combo. Xavier Leggett, the South
Oh
Carolina
yeah, Leggett's
receiver.
really good. Leggett's really good. Glad people are paying
Yeah.
attention. Sam Houston got a win
Mm-hmm.
against
It did.
future conference opponent, currently FCS though. Womp
Soon to be
womp.
promoted, but soon to be promoted.
Next year they'll be Fun Belt.
Fun belt. Yep. Um,
North Carolina
Georgia.
boomed missing that, but Georgia Tech taking it to them. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying Georgia Tech won the battle of teams that inexplicably beat UNC. Um,
All right, we can skip a lot of these. Not too much
yeah, I'm trying
interesting.
to wait. I'm waiting to see another one.
Iowa Northwestern Wrigley Field. I saw like a
Hence,
bunch of people do like make it look like black and white old timey grainy footage of the game. It was pretty funny.
basically what it
It
is.
was 7-0 until about 5 minutes left in the fourth.
Yeah.
It's bad, man. It's so bad. Oh my gosh, Merrimack put up 21 on UMass. Aranda's
Um,
Dave Aranda's going to be the next DC at USC.
yeah.
That's rough.
They've fallen off
What's
hard
their
this year,
record?
man.
What's their record?
is 3-6. So they have to win out to go to a bowl game.
Texas State,
Oh,
though.
nope. They are not going to be winning out.
Texas State and Long Island. Oh gosh.
Well, Texas
I
State's
even
FBS, but yeah, Long Island.
No,
Yeah,
they're
one of
not.
their
They're
wins against
FCS.
Long. No, Texas State's FBS.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
okay. No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
yeah, Long
Their
Island.
president jumped
I
into
did see
San
that when
Marco.
they became bowl eligible. Yeah, for the first
Good for
time in
them.
program history.
That coach is probably going to
Oh,
Baylor.
he's getting poached. He's getting poached. Yeah. Let's see elsewhere.
Go Dukes, baby.
Go Dukes. Gosh, such a good game. They're such a good team. The fact that they aren't eligible for a bowl is ridiculous.
Charlotte, the Biffster. Pull up that video.
Oh yeah, the one that you posted on your
I sent it to you.
I know you sent it to me, but I also know you just posted on or you retweeted on your feed too.
Yeah, of course. I can't miss that, you know.
Um oh, you're right there. Hold on.
Oh, it's gonna be a minute.
Oh, I can just go to media though.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, no. I don't see
Never
it.
mind. Yeah, never mind. It's not going to appear there. I guess that only applies for posts. It doesn't apply for retweets.
You
Um,
can see my cyberbullying though.
I was going to say, man, it's brutal.
They're
Here we go.
pissing me off, okay? Those are all Oregon fans who are really just they deserve it. Yeah.
Honestly, good for him, man. Good for him,
Hipster.
especially after he had to lay into his team the week before. Um,
Good for them. Get that dub. Poor Tulsa. They're having a rough one. Nevada, rough one. Liberty Bibberty still undefeated. How long will God be telling Jamie Chadwell to stay at Liberty?
until an SEC team comes calling,
Yeah, probably. He'd be a
and then
great
God will
Big
say,
Ten
"Chase
coach,
that
though.
bag." He would be honestly. He'd be fantastic. Let's see here. Hawaii beat Nevada. Rough look for Nevada at home too. Come
Nevada's
on,
horrible this year.
at
They're
Reno.
really,
No,
really
I
bad.
know they're really bad, but Hawaii's also really bad. Boston in Reno. Come on, man. Let's see. There's Texas State. There's Liberty. Yeah,
Bibberty Bibberty.
West Virginia dismantled BYU.
Stanford beat the Cougs 10-7.
They did. That's
Our
I
theory.
remember us talking
And then
about that.
the milk jug. Andy Avalos, I think he's going to get fired.
Yeah.
He, I love Andy Avalos to be our DC, but there's some bad blood there. Not just UW Oregon, but DeBoer, Fresno State, Boise State, which I did not know was a huge rivalry until we got DeBoer.
Yeah, apparently. I didn't know that either. To be quite honest, I didn't know it until you just told me.
No, yeah,
So
Grub fucking hates Boise State.
interesting. Interesting. I would not have guessed that. There you go.
They have a
But
rivalry trophy. It's the milk jug.
there you go. I'm learning these things just
First,
now. I knew
I
they
learned
played
that just the other day as well. I learned the milk jug just the other day.
I know they played the Mountain West Championship like in DeBoer's last year there. That
It's
was the
not
Mountain West
happening this
Championship.
year.
Yeah. Nope,
Was
it is
DeBoer still
not.
coaching them
Wyoming's
then?
probably gonna be it's probably gonna be Fresno, Wyoming, I bet. Or maybe Air Force,
Air
Wyoming.
Force, Air Force. I think it's Fresno Air Force,
Fresno
which
Air Force.
that's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
I
That'll be a
think
good one.
Wyoming. Wait, actually, it might be Wyoming because Wyoming beat Fresno. What's
They
Wyoming's
did.
record?
Let's see. What's their conference records?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
So let's see. Fresno only has one loss, but it's two Wyoming. Does
4-1.
Wyoming
Okay,
have?
no, there's the standings. Wyoming's 3-2.
Oh, were they? Okay, wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
just go
That makes
back.
it nice and easy. Yeah, hold on, I'm back here. Wait, why did it take me to Baylor? I thought it was on Wyoming. Hold on. It's just seeing me all over the place right here. Okay, Fresno State. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, Wyoming's 3-2 versus 4-1. So, yeah, if Fresno State wins out, they're in. They're gonna win out.
Mikey Keene for how? Oh yeah, they have San Jose State and New Mexico.
I mean, San Jose State's not terrible, 3-2 in conference, but yeah, New Mexico and San Diego
Not
State.
they're outclassed though. Poor UNLV. They've had a fun season, but they lost to Fresno. Go offense, baby.
Go offense. Yeah, UNLV was the bottom of FBS like 2 years ago,
Yeah,
so they've really turned it around. Good for them.
Odom and
Um,
Marion. All right.
there you go. We ready to talk week 11 or any more closing? Oh, we haven't talked USC UW too much,
Oh
actually. We said we were
gosh,
going to come
yeah.
back to it. All right, I'll
What
let you take it away first.
second game of the year we were in? Beautiful weather. The stadium looked packed. It looked like a great atmosphere. I really regret not going now because it looked really fun. Um, Insane game. Caleb Williams played his absolute heart out. I don't really want to hear much about our defense because there really wasn't much we could do against that. There's not much you can do other than try to score with it. Because you could tell he just, they knew their season was on the line there, and they put absolutely everything on that. I think Elijah Jackson had two really bad, like just prayer throws and like got lost, like got kind of pushed off a little bit, not illegally, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
Um,
remember at least one of them. Yeah.
that's a hard offense to stop. Just the way they stretch it, they totally got up for that game. I'm just so proud of how some of those boys play. ZTF, his dad totally knocked that ball out. I don't care, what people say, but his dad probably blew on that one a little bit, got that one off. Mike was insane, had a Heisman moment of that touchdown throw to Culp.
The throw to Culp is insane.
That was absurd.
Yeah.
Uh, that's the second Heisman moment in the
And
second
great
game of
job
the
at
year he
Culp
was in.
hanging on to it too. A guy who's kind of been much
His
maligned.
hands this year have been great. You could tell he's really put a lot of work into it because those dropsies are gone. And he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't too bad last year either. His first 2 years were rough. Those were rough. But really proud of Culp, really proud of ZTF. Defense stepped up at times too. Offense really screwed him over with that blocked punt, but the strip sack and then the sack on that one drive by Boy. I feel like it's easier to catch a greased up pig than Caleb Williams. Just proud of him. It's hard to win in the pack, man. It's hard to win. And they went down to the Coliseum, team that had their season on the line and snuffed out the fire.
Yep.
Very proud of him.
Caleb, see you in New York next year, buddy. Giants.
He's not coming back. Oh. I thought you meant next year
Oh, New
Heisman.
York isn't Heisman. No, I mean New York isn't.
Oh,
He's going
that's
to be the
perfect.
quarterback of
That's
the New
too
York
fucking
Giants.
perfect. God
Oh
damn
yeah.
it. He's gonna love it too.
Oh yeah. He goes from
He's
LA
gonna
to New
love it.
York.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, that pisses me off so much. It's totally
It's
gonna
about
happen.
time an elite young quarterback goes to the NFC.
They've but also Giants, other than Eli, I guess. But Eli was never amazing. He was never a star. Let's be honest.
Yeah, there was some periods in the early 2010s where he was really good.
Odell.
Before the Odell got there, in the year they second time they won the Super Bowl, he was I think over 5,000 passing yards, and that was
Okay.
back when that wasn't like common either.
You might have me on that one. Um, are they leading the tank right now, or is it Cardinals? Because yeah, they had that tiebreaker.
So Cardinals are 1 and Panthers are 2. I believe it's actually funny because the top 4 is it's so funny. We've talked so much about how
We're a
I mean
West
what I
Coast
just
draft
said.
pod.
We're the West Coast Draft Pod, but yeah, the bottom 4 teams in the NFL right now, for draft order are the Cardinals, the Panthers, whose pick goes
Owned
to
by
the Bears,
Chicago.
the Bears themselves, and the Giants. All NFC teams.
Two of three of those cities, media market.
Huge media market. Oh yeah.
I bet
And
he's really
three or
wants
four.
Drake May to go first if the Cardinals
Oh
have
yeah,
it.
Drake May would be a good fit for Arizona too. He's kind of more, down to
Quiet.
earth, chill, quiet. Yeah,
Oh, imagine having to pass over Caleb for that. Although
because
Caleb
but
is
and
not
what's
the
worse is
same.
Caleb B would type of be like, hey, I'm not going to Arizona.
No, no, that's I'd accept that over just deciding. I'd rather have that happen to us rather than your GM being an idiot and passing on him. Um, Caleb's not the same. He's not a Luck Lawrence level. No, I think a lot of NFL circles have said that they're not as high on Caleb as everyone else is, but that doesn't mean they're high on May.
Mm-hmm.
It's just he's not the incredible player. It was kind of the media machine probably hyped him up a little bit too much. Playing for two blue bloods will do that for you, especially USC.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't think they're as high on him as people are, but he is 100% the top pick, and he's a very, very good quarterback. Um, he's just not that tier. I'd say he's in tier with Burrow. He's in like that tier.
Yeah, yeah, it's fair. It's fair. I mean, Luck and Lawrence. I mean, that's kind of the next tier above that, and that's a hard tier to ever get to. So,
You
I
were
mean,
in that tier since you were in eighth grade.
yeah, exactly. Um,
Caleb
I just
Baldus.
know. I just know if Arizona picks May over Caleb at 1 because Caleb tells him not to pick him. Oh, every single time Caleb comes to Arizona, he's gonna get shit thrown at him, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He's
I
gonna get
hated
booed so hard on
seeing
draft
I
night.
hate seeing people talk shit about Caleb for crying after the game. Oh
That's
my
whatever.
God.
Yeah. He's
That
passionate.
dude,
He cares.
bald,
That's his
that guy.
job. That's going to be his job, and he cares.
Okay,
Why
and like
would
another thing, it's like walk into a locker room after a really heartbreaking loss, and there's a lot of guys crying in there.
Mhm.
Let's be real here. He just did it outside of the locker room. He's a human, and he is the reason that game was close. He put
Mhm.
everything out there. Um, you either do you want them to be passionate, not just robots, but oh, not like that. It's just
Mhm.
that frustrated me. I there was an interesting thing said on the Eisen show by one of the hosts. He's like he's just so lucky that he's even got his mom around him to be able to do that. It's ridiculous. Caleb Williams balled out that game. He really did.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um,
No, he was awesome in that
put
entire.
ZTF in probably one of the craziest spin cycles I've ever seen.
He was
But hey, the Husky D busted their ass. You see that video of Jacob Bandas. They tried hard to contain him.
they
They
tried and they didn't because they still
no one
suck.
can. No one can anyone contain Caleb Williams
Notre Dame did
from running.
from doing anything.
But I guess it. I mean, that's a really good D line now. That's a lot of pro D line. I don't know. I think it's a really hard task to do. But the video of Jacob Bandes is quite funny. He's
Yeah, with him
busting his
running,
ass.
he's running like Wario looking.
Hey, he's pumping his arms. It's good form.
Yeah,
And he made him cut back inside. That's called having contain. I just
well,
remember
that's
we had a big fat center, and we were playing Boffle when they had Jackson Jake Sermon, and we threw I think like the one time we threw a pick six, and then, like we're near our goal line, and this big fat center absolutely knew right when we threw it, pylon angle, and he's like doing the Jacob Bandas style run to the pylon, barely misses him, but he knew it was. I gotta go to the pylon to stop this. It was like one of those moments with Jacob Bandas doing it, but I'm so proud of him. It's
yeah,
we never. It's so hard to go into the Coliseum and win, especially as UW's history.
yeah. I don't care what you say. I cannot be proud of the defense for that performance. They fucking sucked. The offense is awesome though, as they are every single night. Or as except when they played ASU, I guess. Um, I'm not worried about them against Utah because Utah can't play offense unless they play ASU. Funny enough, we'll see how that goes. They're at home; they'll be fine. They'll be fine against Wazoo too because Wazoo's cratering.
Oregon State will be close.
Oregon
That's
State's
gonna
going
be
to
a
be
big
the
game.
one. That's going to be the one.
I'm happy we're playing Utah before them because we're definitely gonna get, back to being physical.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna know what to
It'll
expect on the trenches.
hopefully it doesn't beat them up too much. One more Caleb Williams question: If you're Caleb Williams and you can force your way to a team, but it has to be a team picking in the top three, probably. Would you rather go to the Bears or the Giants? Assuming the Cardinals are the other of the three.
That's a fun one. Who depends on who the Bears get as a head coach. I feel like,
True, true. Does the Giants have a good offensive coach in place? Bears don't.
yeah,
Say
I'm
the
not
Bears hire
sold.
say the Bears hired Jim Harbaugh.
Oh gosh, I'd probably want to go to New York. He's
Maybe he
also
gets
he's It's pretty. It's closer to home too.
I think Harbaugh's going to the Raiders. So um what if they hired like
Lincoln Riley, Alex Grinch,
that'd be funny. Oh god, no. I always forget, is it Ben Johnson or Brian Johnson? I know
Ben
one's
Johnson,
Lions. Ben
Ben
Johnson's
Johnson's
Lions. Say the
Lions.
higher line Ben Johnson from
That's
Lions.
a good fit. He probably want to play in that scheme though.
True. True. They're more, a little more ground and pound. So
That's not a hero ball scheme. It's a
no,
stay
it's
on
not a
track
hero ball
quarterback
scheme.
scheme. It's a stay
Needs
on
to bring
track
back
quarterback
Matt
scheme.
Nagy. Bring back Matt Nagy after he spent a year in Kansas City.
It's a stay on track kind of system with Ben Johnson. I think I'd want to go play for Brian Daboll in New York.
Yeah,
3 hour train ride from home.
sure.
Probably 30 hour flight. 30 minute. Um, something we haven't touched on about the UWSC game. Dylan Johnson
Dylan
going for
Johnson.
256 yards.
Oh yeah, he dominated. He dominated.
Holy cow, man. You could tell that USC was selling out to stop the pass. That's why he ran for so much because they had like five dudes in the box.
Mm-hmm.
256, incredible. I think he might be the piece really getting them going, It's going to really
Mm-hmm.
elevate the offense. Uh, he looked terrific. He won national. Here's what's really funny. Alex Grinch was bad because he made a team that has been said that they can't run the ball into a team that won the national running back of the week.
Yeah, that's not great.
But
That's
hey,
not a great
it's
look.
honestly, it's not that bad of a look because you know what Belichick's famous game plan against the greatest show was?
What's that?
Have Marshall run it for 100, for 150. And it's I don't blame that kind of play. You just got, the biggest thing about that is if you're going to sell out to stop the pass, you actually have to stop it. And that's the second time that UW has gone into the Coliseum and gotten a coach fired. Because the last time they went, what happened the last time they went to the Coliseum? Sark got fired.
Stark got fired. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was sure I remember that. Yep.
Proud of them. Proud of those boys. It's responding after two tough weeks on offense, putting up 52. I know the Trojan D sucks, but you don't play in a vacuum.
Yep. Here we go. Any more week of 10 thoughts here?
I think we're on a very long losing streak on our big stupid upsets because we were 0 for 3 this weekend.
To be fair, those are called big stupid upsets for a reason.
Yes, that's the fun. That's the point.
They're supposed to. We're probably not going to get a whole lot of those. So
I think I've gotten like one.
yeah. I was so close. I'm back to back weeks. I was really damn close between Pitt, FSU, and Cal USC. So
Yep,
close.
yep.
Uh-huh.
Those are rough. All right.
So
Um, I saw someone who was mad about It was one of the MAC games. I think it was Bowling Green, Kent State being a weekend. They're pissed. A weekday. They're pissed about that. But Louisville at Virginia being a Thursday game, that reeks of Pac-12 after dark, funny
Oh man,
business,
that could
man.
be chaos. That could be chaos right there. Um,
Short week, man. And Virginia has really shown they're not a slouch
they're not. They're
for
not.
how bad we thought
Virginia.
they'd be. For how
And
bad we
then
thought they'd be.
they still are very bad, let's be real, but they can surprise people if you
Yeah.
don't take them
Yep.
seriously.
Wyoming at UNLV is going to be a fun. That's going to have some implications right there. If they can get lucky, if some other top guys can, this will. If a top two team has a loss, this will determine the second place team in the Mountain West.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
big ramifications. And thank
Moving
God for UNLV, it's not in Laramie in November. Jeez.
moving forward to Saturday here. Michigan Penn State right there in the morning. Big one.
Please do it, James Franklin. Please finally
Not
do
going
it.
to. He's not going to. Um,
There might be some drama surrounding this, though. Harbaugh might not be coaching.
I I don't know about that, man. I think he's gonna be. We'll see. We'll see. But I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised.
Alabama, Kentucky,
Not
Texas
not much to
Tech,
talk about there.
Kansas, Tulsa, Tulane, Holy Cross.
Yeah, man. Not a fun early slate here.
There
U of
is
A,
one.
Colorado.
There we go. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is not a watch game day and then a game right away.
yeah. That's 11 a.m. Pacific time. Just so you know, these times are an hour ahead of you. So 11 a.m. Pacific
Hmm,
time. There you go. That's the first one to turn on. I guess you'll be going to the game, so you're probably not gonna be watching any of these
that's
morning games.
right. I'm gonna be. Yeah, I got a 12:30 game. UConn at
Yeah.
JMU. Go Dukes, baby.
Charlotte, Memphis. They keep it. Does Bifster keep it going? Baylor, K State. This is a weak slate this weekend. I won't lie. Miami, FSU. Okay, that probably won't be
Hey,
interesting,
hey,
but it
hey,
might
that's
be.
a rivalry game. Crystal
There's a
Ball's gonna
rivalry
get them
game.
up.
Yep. Yep.
I see why we're on Fox.
Look at that. Look at. I mean, look at the three probably the three best games we've looked at so far are all at 1:30. They're all in that same window.
Dogs
Um,
roll. Utah is
Dogs
just
roll.
so limited at offense because their only good player on offense is probably out now, and if he does play, he's limited and he's a running back. So like their next best, they already the only piece they really have on offense after is a starting safety. It's really bad at Utah right now because
Mm-hmm.
they're just so. If we go up, see, this is a game where I take the ball first. If you go up two scores, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let them stay in it.
And then Tennessee,
Mizzou,
Missouri.
Tennessee. I'm excited for that. Tennessee's overrated.
Mm-hmm. Oklahoma State trying to keep it alive versus UCF. Spoiler alert, they will. Um,
It's
Rutgers,
in the
Iowa.
bounce house and it's humid. Who knows?
Rutgers, Iowa. Rutgers is gonna win that football game.
It's gonna be low scoring. I don't know. It's gonna be low scoring, man.
True.
I don't know about that one.
I'm not gonna call that my big stupid upset.
No.
Yeah,
Yuck, 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 yuck.
yeah,
Keep
gosh, I'm
scrolling.
just waiting until we get to another ranked game. Stanford, Oregon State, Ole Miss,
Almost
Georgia.
Georgia. That'll be exciting. But I think Ole Miss is getting their head kicked in. Shout out Elliott, Ole Miss grad. Oh hey, Arkansas State playing South Alabama. Arkansas State isn't looking too bad. Butch Jones might not get fired.
How did they turn it around? Let's see. They're 5-4. They're a game away from bowl eligibility. Crazy. Good on them. They're game away from bowl eligibility. They're gonna love them in East Lansing.
Those are three tough games though, man.
No, true. True. Yeah, they might not get
East
there.
Lansing. East Lansing. Texas
Um,
TCU, Michigan
he's
State,
coaching
Ohio
with a foot
State.
out the door because Michigan State's already got the contract ready for him.
Yes.
um,
Florida at LSU. Ugh,
Gosh, man, Michigan State,
rough
Ohio
slate.
State, Texas,
There's a
TCU.
late game I'm excited for. I'll say that.
Man, I'm looking for a big stupid upset, and I'm just not even
I got
seeing
one. I've
one.
had mine all week. Oregon
USC
goes
over
down,
Oregon.
baby.
I was gonna say the same thing actually. Once I saw it.
We both got it.
USC Oregon. There it is. There's the there's the
Nothing to lose.
consensus West Coast pod.
Just kick it
West Coast rep.
onside. They're gonna score anyways.
Yeah, might as well, right? Who knows?
um,
I mean it's
Nothing to lose. Pac-12 after dark.
the defense literally can't be any worse with their interim DC. So maybe
Mhm.
they all of a sudden are good out of nowhere. Technically, SC is not out of it for a Pac-12 championship.
They're not.
If they win out, they're in,
I
actually.
think they need UW to win out too as well, or at
I
least go
think
2-1.
they need UW to beat Utah. As long as UW beats Utah, and USC wins out, they're in.
Mhm. That's right. They only have one
So
more game. Yeah.
I'd rather play them in a rematch than Oregon in a rematch. So um go Trojans. Go
Fight
Trojans this
on, baby.
weekend.
Fight
Fight
on.
on, fight on. Screen grab that,
I think
Um,
oh, you got to do it together. Here we go.
there we go. Screen grab that.
Curse. Um, well, Oregon has shown to struggle a bit on defenses with some more mobile quarterbacks. Um, Caleb's a slippery sucker, that's for sure. They have absolutely nothing to lose.
Mhm.
So they're either going to come out completely flat or going to be busting their asses. Hard place to play, but I think they might probably do the inverse game plan of just try to stop the run, which is smart, make Beau beat you. Um, I think they got a chance. If you got Caleb Williams, you always got a chance. You're going to be able to score. You got good receivers. You got a good offensive coach who can scheme it up with the best one. That like delayed flea flicker, that
That
was
was
really well
genius. That was
schemed.
amazing
You
play
need you
call.
need to hold up for sure. You really need to hold up. But
Mhm.
I watched the all 22 of that, and our defense flowed very well to stop that jet sweep. But oh man, I've never seen that before. It's genius. I
It
can't be mad
was
about the defense biting.
yeah, yeah. Air Horse, Air Horse, Air
Hawaii
Force,
test.
Air Force Hawaii. Not even, I mean, especially for a Mountain Time team. It's gonna be. It starts at 9 p.m. Mountain Time. That's
Oof.
brutal. That's brutal. Imagine playing. Imagine they line you up for a football game at 9 p.m. Pacific time. Like when back when you were in high school, that would be tough. That'd be tough. Um, I guess now I think about it, that's what they do on the East Coast for like Sunday night football and Monday night football. Like primetime games start at like 8:30. So that's
That's
just not too. But those
crazy.
are
I won't get
pros.
that.
Those are pros though. That's a little different.
5:30 Sunday night football just feels too good. I can't.
5:30
Why?
Sunday night football. It's I like in September too when the sun's still up. By the time we get to like
Mm,
December, it's already down at that point. But yeah,
doesn't
some
make sense to
immaculate
me.
vibes.
We've said it many times. West Coast football watching is the best kind.
Yeah, and now I'm on Mountain Time and I don't like it.
Ah,
I had to wait till 11 for the games to start the other day. I
oh,
guess
that
actually it's not
sucks.
that's not entirely true because we had Chiefs Dolphins in the morning, but I was working in Sunday morning, so I wasn't even able to watch that. The good news is I didn't miss much from the morning games, and considering the
Mm.
morning game I was going to watch was Seahawks Ravens, I didn't miss much at all.
I
Actually,
turned it off mid
it
fourth. It was
was
bad.
it was brutal.
Hey,
That's
I'll
the game
take
we'll
it. I'll
talk.
take it for the Husky win there anytime, anytime.
I had a great
Gino's
weekend,
bad.
honestly. I both of my teams won big games and kind of like the
Mm.
big prime time slot, I
I have a
guess. So
confession.
yeah.
I did not watch Prime Time. I did not know Killers of the Flower Moon is a 3.5 hour movie. That's why I missed Prime Time.
How was that, by the way?
It was good. It was really long. It was
Oh yeah.
really long. It was longer than Avatar 2.
Really? Okay.
3.5 hours, man. If
Makes
if
sense.
if I would have to describe it, it was a mafia movie by Martin Scorsese starring Robert De Niro in the Old West.
Hmm.
It was basically Godfather in the Old West. It was good.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was sad.
Scorsese making his big return, and he didn't want to waste a minute of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, if I had known I it's a lot, man. It's a long movie. If and I missed the Bengals Bills game because of it. I missed until like the end of the mid of the fourth is when I got home.
Yeah, at that point it wasn't really worth watching, which
Yeah,
I'm happy about. But it was we'll talk about it on the pod. Maybe hopefully
we will.
Daniel will be back for the
He's
Thursday
been
NFL
absent for a
pod. He's
bit.
been absent. Come on,
Miss him.
we need our third host back. We'll get him on. We'll freaking tie him up and make him come on if we need to. You're still in Seattle. You can do that.
Oh yeah, I'll go get him.
Yeah, go get him. Go lock him up. You just have him next to you, like on like wrapped up and like tied
He's
up,
got
just
like a
like
chain on his neck. Come introduce yourself.
got duct tape on his mouth. He's like, "Okay, Daniel,
Put
what's
the
your pick
lotion
for
in the basket.
what's your pick for Bears Panthers?" Rips the duct tape off. Okay, good. Puts it back on. Speaking of Bears Panthers, we have to give our picks for Bears
Oh
Panthers.
gosh.
Oh, what a
Why are they
primetime
making us
game.
watch this? Why are
Uh
they making us watch this?
oh gosh. Hey, if it makes you feel better, have you seen what the week 11 Thursday night game is yet?
What is it? Can't be worse than this.
No, it's Bengals Ravens.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
That's gonna be an awesome Thursday game. That's the game Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit have been waiting for all year, probably.
I feel bad for them. Oh, they've had to
Yeah.
call
This is
awful
the
games.
second Bears game. They had to call Commanders Bears, and now they have to call Panthers
That's
Bears.
so bad.
That's horrible. Poor, poor guys, man. Poor guys. No wonder Al Michaels is losing it. But there you go. Bears 3.5 point favorites. Technically, I mean, they've got nothing to lose in this game. They benefit one way or the other. Meanwhile, the Panthers don't benefit either way. Now I think about
Yeah,
it. I
they're
mean, they've
bad. They're both in hell. It's a tank bowl. Give me the Bears just because Bryce Young's probably never played in the cold in his life.
You're probably right. He grew up in Philly before he transferred to Notre Dame.
Okay.
But still, I think you're probably right. It's called the Windy City for a reason. So yeah, give me the Bears as well. Speaking of, by the way, it's a fun weekend for me. We'll talk more about that on the NFL pod. But there's a new
What?
leader in the doghouse
Oh.
or the clubhouse. I
Hey,
mean,
that's oh shit. No.
I was plus
Damn it.
4. I was plus 4, so I'm a plus 3 now on the standings. I don't know how it
Rough
happened,
week.
man.
It was a rough week, baby. It happens. It
It
happens.
happens. It's all right. It's all right. Could flip right back your way for all we know.
Probably will.
Probably will the way the season's been going. Man, you were leading from like week 1 or no, week 2 all
Week
the
two.
way to week 9. So
Oh,
credit for
wow, I had
that,
a
I
pretty good
guess.
streak.
You
Yeah.
had a good streak there. You had a
I've
good
just and
stretch.
it's been all on vibes. That's why it's trust the vibes. It's always
Trust the
correct.
vibes. Well, there you go. That's it for West Coast Draft Podcast. Fun episode. Fun episode.
Mm-hmm.
I like now that we've got college football playoff polls to talk about. Those are fun.
More
Those are
stuff.
fun.
Mix it up a little bit. Yeah.
Mix it up a little bit.
Talk about how
Um,
bad they are.
yeah. Talk about how bad the methodology is, even not even just the poll itself. Why the poll? What the poll represents is bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. That's it. That's it for the college football episode of West Coast Draft Podcast. Any closing thoughts, Robbie joking?
Fight on, baby.
Fight on. That's right. If one of us
Well,
fights on,
fights
we all
on.
fight on.
Yeah. You take it. You start it. You take it.
If
I'll
one
give
of
it to
us
you.
fights on, we all fight on. If one of us hits like, we all hit like. One of us hits subscribe, we all hit subscribe.